Hi, Dawn. How you doing?
Hello, Mr. Jerry Ralston,
How?
out in New York. Now, Jerry, I feel like I'm echoing because of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, but that's because it's inside the speaker. It'll be okay. It's okay. It's not that bad.
Should I talk slower?
No, just talk how you usually talk. That's okay. All right, we're gonna. You said you wanted to do an interview with me. Here I am. You got me all to yourself right now. Go ahead.
Yay! Well, let me introduce the promoter to the star major artist and my promoter over, my God, would you say what, almost 30 years, Jerry?
Oh, don't say that word. It makes me really old.
How young we are, Jerry.
We're young. Hey, listen, we're not old because Mom is 90, going to be 95. So.
See? Oh, now we got to do an interview with her because I just did one with a 79-year-old on how to stay young and happy and healthy.
Right, that's true. Right. Uh-huh.
And you'll see that after this segment.
It's amazing at all this technology that we've got today that we can work with and how we can help promote people. I mean, I've been promoting you for many, many years now of all the things like Steve Mays when we were our national American Miss, and we met Kathy Garcia from New York City and Caitlin Taylor Love. Oh my God, we met so many different people.
Do you remember? Because he was hooked up with the police department, and we went to dinner with them.
Right. And they took us. They put us at that big table.
I know that was amazing. We want to thank them because that was a memory maker.
Right. It really
Jerry,
was.
You are an amazing performer too, and you have CDs out, and you're out performing. And tell us what you're doing on that end.
Well, I perform right now because of my main responsibilities of my mom right now, but I actually drag her out with me when I go to do karaoke. I bring her with me to karaoke, and we eat some dinner, and then I'm trying to convince her to go to an open mic. But an open mic's a little bigger, you have to, they set up all the instruments and everything. But hey, you just do it. I have a band now too, and
okay.
Howdy, I'm Willie Orbison. This is my band, and I get up there and do a lot of crazy things to people.
Jerry, give your YouTube so they can see you perform and some of the things that you've been doing.
Like
your
what?
YouTube?
What?
Where your videos are, so people can go to them and see you.
Oh yeah, they can go to willyorbison.com. WILLYORBISON.com.
Right, there you go, and that's perfect because you can see Willie Orbison in action.
And if they want to email me, I actually have a new email. Now I've been using Songwriters Lounge for a long time, but back when I was like 18, 19 years old, I used to sing at a place in Holiday Valley, a ski resort. And so when I sang down there, I coined the name Buddy Holiday, BUDDYHOLIDAY. And recently I just put Buddy Holiday Rocks at yahoo.com. So
there you go. Jerry, you're the promoter. I mean, you helped me put my name and blew it up in the Google search. You put in Dawn Reese Show and boom, I mean, bang, there it is, And you have been connected with the most powerful people yourself, like Pete Bennett that passed away from the promoters and the Beatles, Rolling Stones. Do you remember when we were in New York with him walking down the street singing, New York, New York?
Yeah, we were doing the jumping down the street like Wizard of Oz, remember? All of us linking our arms together. Those days.
Exactly.
And then he took us to that Jewish restaurant. We ate that sandwich that was like 10 feet high.
Right, you know what I can do, Jerry? I have pictures of us, and it would be great to send you to show people what we look like. Here we are all together.
Right.
With Pete Bennett. And we'll kind of add those in there, and you can show people on the screen.
I was just trying to see if I could find a picture of you on my iPhone and hold my... Because, see, my iPhone is, see right here, this, like here. And you can see that my iPhone is my iPhone. So I can actually...
Oh, wow.
I actually could take and put a picture on it. Let me see if I can do that without disconnecting us. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, because this is our first time doing the Ralston Reese report.
Right.
And we're going to do this every day.
There we are. But the only problem is you are, when you do go on, you are upside down. I mean, you're backwards, and the lettering's upside down because see, that's the phone itself. So we should get, really honestly, we should have Sprint, give us new phones, and this one's a cool one. This is an iPhone, and it's got all the apps on it. You can see there, and how you can add calls and everything. It's just amazing. I know. It's just amazing at all the things that the phone will do. There's all the apps you can work with, and people just don't understand. Let me see if I can do it this way. Maybe it'll twist and turn. Seeing I'm upside down, it won't make a difference if this is upside down or straight or whatever. Let me see if it'll turn it this way. Then one more turn. Oh my God! There. No, it won't do the apps that way. The apps have to be straight up and down. But you can see all these different apps, and the big A there right now on the screen. That's
okay.
That's how you add apps, or you touch that, and what it does is that finds apps that need to be upgraded. Above it is a clock,
okay.
But everything is just your settings. Yeah, all this is crazy because it's backwards to people. But the thing is that we're living in a market now that is, like I told my mom, the technology is just amazing what we can do. So we can take people all over the world and promote them, and we can set up a Google Plus, and we could interview 5 people at the same time, like we're doing right now, like the interview. And I think we could even split screen, like if we were to take example, I'll show it. If we could split screen the me on one side and you on the other. I'm sure it can be done. I don't know how to do it yet. But
and we're testing this Ralston Reese report to get, how this is going to work when we call in, and which is great.
Yeah, well, we should do this like every day. This should be a regular thing that we just talk and chat for a minute. You want to do the interview with me, so go ahead. You're on now. Go.
Yes. So, Jerry, tell me about yourself, how you started in the business.
Well, my mom told me, I don't remember really, but my mom told me that I started at 3 years old singing on top of a tabletop, singing a song called Goodnight Irene.
Wow, okay.
And so that's how I really got started into it. And then I was on assorted talent shows, and in Buffalo.
What age?
They were called Uncle Bill's Club, Uncle Jerry's Club, different things at the WEBR radio station. And I won all of them. And I won cameras and all kinds of different things. And
so when was the age that you picked up the guitar?
12, 13. When did I pick up the guitar? It was about 12 or 13 years old. Yeah. That's a cool story. My first guitar was a Silvertone guitar, okay? And I got it from Sears and Roebuck's. And we weren't very rich. I would say we were in the lower port of poverty at that point there. So I was able to keep my allowance together, and I would go on the bus, and I would go down to the Sears and Roebuck store and give them $1 every week, and it cost me $12 for my first guitar.
Wow. And then, so you started playing, and what I love about you, Jerry, is you can go into a comedy club, and from the audience start, asking their name, and you come up with a song off the cuff, and it's me.
Yeah. It's really, really amazing. I'm going to try something, see if we can clear up the sound a little bit. Try it here. Let's see. How's that? Try that. Talk.
Is that better?
Is it better for you?
No, I sound like it's still in the Grand Canyon.
No. It sounds. I don't think it's echoing as much now. But
okay.
I want to give a shout out to the people who created this thing. It's called the Magic Bullet, and it's what's really neat about it, I'll hold it up here so you can see it. I'll pull it back. It looks about the size of an egg. See, right here? It's a little larger on the thing. But if you look at it and you turn it around, you'll see the blue light that goes on right there. And then beside it, right beside it is a USB connector. And then down below it is a switch. Well, what's really neat about this, let me see if I can do this without interrupting things. When you finally hook it up, which you can hook it like, see how I hook it up to my iPhone? See what we're doing now?
Okay.
All right. You'll see this later. But when I hook it up to my iPhone, and then if you want it for full sound, the sound is like an orchestra. Almost kind of like a Bose system. And so when you push this down, you'll notice now, you'll see.
Hello, Jerry Ralston.
You see the difference in sound? So it uses kind of the Bose system of lifting up. The sound is coming from down here in the bottom of the speaker, and then being forced up through the top of it. As you can see, the top has like a little speaker on the top, so it sends the stuff up to the top. So it's really, really, really intricate to what's happening. And in the background,
let's not talk about. I'm trying to get your interview done, Jerry.
Okay.
So after you said everything, sorry, you were on tour with some groups at one time, weren't you?
Say it again now. What?
You were on tour with some groups at one time.
Oh yeah, I was. Peaches, come here. Come here. I'll never get you to quiet down. Come here.
I know they want to. You notice what dogs do when you have food in your hand and you're not going to drop it? They must have like some thing over, and you always end up dropping something for them, but you're not supposed to.
Hold on, Norm is on. I'm going to see if I can answer this, and I'll hold your call 1 second. I hope I don't lose you. Hold on.
You've got somebody more important than me.
No, well, I'm not going to take him. He missed the call, so but he just came in, and now on camera, you have the one and only Peaches. So say hi, Peaches. Say, hey, there's your here. This is your debut. Look at that. Now say hi, Moochie Buffett. Say hi, Moochie Buffett. No, there.
Yep,
right there. Look at that.
Moochie Buffett has his own Facebook. Moochie Buffett Show.
Yeah. She's got her own Facebook now?
Yeah, my dog. And it has some great videos.
She's looking at herself. She's looking at herself in the screen now. And
funny.
And then eventually we'll put Moochie Buffett on the other one. Why don't we marry these two? That'd be kind of cool for, like, that Moochie Buffett. What do you? She turned around and said, "No dice." She says, "I'm too young to get married. I'm only 3."
Yep, that's very cool. They can also check out Moochie Buffett's show on YouTube.
Yeah, we can put her on there. We can put you on Moochie Buffett's YouTube. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jerry,
why I got her on camera? Why I got her on camera? Let me tell you two things. First of all, this is the only Bejan that plays golf. Okay.
Okay.
Look at that. Since I said the word, and as soon as I say the word, she wants to go do it. And also, you know what else she does? She's a Christian dog. She prays. Don't you, Peaches? Yep. Okay, I'll let you down now. Okay. So.
Okay, back to your interview, Jerry.
Okay.
You're defocusing me.
Okay, I'll put your focus on you. Okay.
No, on you.
Oh, me. On me. Okay.
Yeah, so tell me, you were with a major group at one time on a tour.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was lead singer out in California of a group called the American Beatles, and I played in Mexico City. I played at the Jack Tar Hotel in San Francisco and the Continental Auditorium in Santa Clara. I also was responsible for helping a couple bands to take and have hit songs. Because my background from 16, 17, and 18, I was able to, at that point there, I was doing... service. I was in the service, Showtime McGuire. But when I came out of service, there was a long story there, but when I was getting discharged, I met a guy, he played drums, and we went ahead into the studio in Philadelphia, and I recorded a song called Too Young on Worldwide Records, and the guy who produced it was Frank Virtue from the Guitar Boogie Shuffle hit, and he was good friends with Dick Clark, and so he brought the record over to Dick Clark, and Dick Clark did one of those review things on it. I don't know what happened. I don't even have honestly, Dawn, I don't even have a copy of the record. I would allow, if a person would find a copy of Too Young by Jerry G and the Travelers on Worldwide Records, my gift to them would be I would put them on the Norm Skalsky show here in Buffalo, and they could co-sponsor it with me, or with me as we played the record. So, are you there? I think I lost you because people try to come in. Are you there, Dawn? Okay. Are you back?
Yeah, I don't know what
Okay.
happened.
Well, that's because people try to, when I'm on the call, if I don't answer the call, it goes to voicemail. And then once it goes
Okay.
to voicemail, then it goes to no mail. All right.
Okay. So, should we start all over again and do just the interview?
No, that's okay because it's all in the same. The video's still up. Video's still up.
Oh, we're still rolling?
Yeah, it's still rolling. The video is separately than the video is separate from the. Oh my God! I got to put her on my lap, or she'll never shut up. Okay. Okay. All right.
Mine does the same thing.
All right. That's the best way. Yeah. We put her up on the bed, and then so okay. So after after I left, let's go back. So I come back to Buffalo. All right.
Right.
I come back to Buffalo, and when I come back to Buffalo, I'm over visiting my friend Danny Neverth over at WKBW Radio, and trying to get him to play my record Too Young. As I walk out, there is a a bar across the street. It's called the Mansion House, and I walk in there. It's on a Friday, and I walk in, and in this gigantic bar that's there are 3 people sitting at the bar. 3 people.
Okay.
Well, I figured, okay, I can see that because, people don't get drunk early, So I figured, well, I'm going to go back that night. I'm going to go back, and I'm going to see if how many people are there when oh, gee. Hold on, I got to get this one in position here. Okay, all right. So I go back around 9 o'clock, and when I go at 9 o'clock, are you there?
I'm listening
Okay,
here.
I got a call from Michael Murphy, Norm from Polish Blood. Okay, but as I go back around 9 o'clock, I figure, well, they've got to have some business. They got to have something in this big bar. And I walk in, and there's 6 people. 6 people at this bar, which held about 300 people. So I walk over to the bartender, and I said to him, by the way, I have a record. I'm on Worldwide Records, and I show him the record. I said, I really think I could do a thing in here. And my friend Danny Neverth is across the street from KBW. So he assigns $500 to me to take and paint the place up and also do whatever I want to decorate. So we take the record and we blow it up to about 3 feet in size, maybe 4 feet, and we put the 2 records on the side of the stage, and we got cans of red and white paint, and we painted the place like a peppermint stick, and we called it the Mansion House Peppermint Lounge. And and I got video. If you're on YouTube on Jerry G, you go there and you'll see the actual stage and me singing on the stage. So
very cool. Now, let me ask you this: how did you get into promotion? What made you get into being the #1 promotion man to the stars and major artists? Well,
I really didn't know that much about promotion, but I wanted to learn. And the guy that knew the most about promotion that I ever met, I don't want to go through the whole story, but I met a gentleman named Pete Bennett. And Pete Bennett,
Well, how did you meet Pete? How did you meet him?
After the Beatles concert in California, I went to Benedict Canyon, and they had a party there, and I got my way in there. I always find a way. It doesn't make a difference if I'm invited or not invited. I still go.
That's right. You make your own tracks there. I noticed that. That's awesome.
Right. So I do.
You know, can I say something? Because Pete Bennett has passed away, and there was a website that he had. It's still up called Pete Bennett, BENNETT.com.
Right.
And that was the gentleman that you kind of learned everything from.
Right. The one thing I got in the later years with Pete, I was able to help him. Remember Frank Parlato? You hear me talk about him. Frank is an excellent writer. So what Frank did, Frank got together with Pete, and he edited all of Pete's site to take and make sure all the names were right and spelled right, and he interviewed him with some of the other people that weren't on the site and worked with the webmaster and worked on the website. And the website that's there now is was a remake of all the copy and pictures and everything, a remake with Frank Parlato when he did that when we were down in Florida with Pete. Then,
right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, you know, because from the promotion background, when we connected, we'll have to tell that story. We got to the pre-Grammys from Paul Murray, because Paul Murray introduced me to the Brown family, and then you came up to the pre-Grammys with Bonnie Sweeney when she was putting those events on. Right.
And that's when I brought Michael Smoove there. And he got to meet...
Tell everybody who Michael Smoove is.
Michael Smoove is Michael Jackson's cousin. And the reason I know this is because I went to the Jackson's house with him. And and we were with Catherine and Joe, and I got to be friends with Joe and Catherine. I never got to meet Michael, but, you know, and unfortunately he passed away and everything. But we did meet all the rest of them, the other Jacksons. And I got to go to the house, and it was beautiful. It was right in L.A., right outside L.A., I forgot, Encino, I think it is.
Right,
and then Vonnie passed away, and it's been, you know, we've been talking about doing a reunion or a memorial to Vonnie Hilton Sweeney, which everybody talked about it. Everybody talked and said they were going to do it. But guess what? Nobody did it. I mean, so I think it's probably up to us eventually to get Gene Anderson and the few key people. Gene Anderson's with George Clinton, and that's your personal friend. Go ahead.
He's actually now got a new show on ABC coming out. They're doing a pilot. So Gene Anderson, King of the Hollywood Blues, Purple Man. I started that one. You need to all add him to Facebook because Phenomenal has a new campaign out as well.
Right. I remember when I came in and did an interview with you and Gene Anderson in the tour bus.
You know, Jerry, what we're talking about this, it would be great to show clips of it. So people know what we're talking about?
Well, we could do that. Now that we have a vehicle for them to look at, a regular Ralston Reese report thing, we can go ahead and insert, cut the video in half and put and then, you know, a little piece of it where they can see the actual bus. I actually, the other day I was going through my videos, and I actually, when George Clinton was here with Gene Anderson, I went aboard the tour bus there, and I got video of Gene going on the tour bus and showing the bus and everything. So, you know, it's amazing.
And you shot an amazing footage of Gene and I together.
Right, interview when you were in the bus, in the tour bus.
Yep, that's got a lot of hits on YouTube.
Do you remember? I remember an incident. I was telling my mom about it when I was there in Fort Lauderdale, and we were Gene's guest. And I just didn't want to flash the badge around all the time, so I stuck the badge in my shirt. And I'm there with my video camera, videotaping Gene Anderson and George Clinton and all. And this big guy come up to me, picked me up, and said, "You better put that camera away or you're going to be in big trouble," or something like that, right? And I said, if I were you, I would use better language with me. I would set me back down and turn me around and let me show you the pass I've got. And I turned it around, and it was the one that Gene gave me that says, "All access." And the guy goes, "Oh, excuse me." I remember that.
I remember when we went to the Boynton Beach.
Wait, I'm missing you. What happened?
Are you there?
Oh, yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay, we went to the Boynton Beach movie when there was a lot of stars in that movie. And there was a time that we couldn't get into a press area, and you said, I'm Associated Press, and they just opened the doors and let you in. I remember.
Yeah, we did that. And then we invited Pete to the party that night. Remember when we had the thing?
Right.
We invited Pete to come to the premiere of that movie, and we got to be good friends with. We got to be good friends with that girl that was the actress, the new actress, Amy, Ashley, Amy, or something like that. So.
Right, there's some still good interviews of them. You know, we have some great pictures and memory makers from that time.
Right. Well, you know,
exactly.
We've done so much. When I went to New York City to be because of you, I went to New York City to judge the Miss Caricom contest because you couldn't make it.
Right.
Remember? I was guest of Kathy Garcia and the Garcia family, which was really, really nice. And they took me out. I did some singing with them. I went to the Atlantic Annick Festival. All that stuff all ended up on YouTube, so it's really kind of cool. And then I came back to Buffalo, and just recently I have been helping Norm Skulski of the Polish Blood radio show. And what I do is he broadcasts a show on WXRL Radio, 1300 AM, and I record it. And then I find the best photos I can and put those on there. And then I put those up on YouTube. Also, then I bring them over to WillieOrbison.com. Now,
okay.
Now, Michael Smoove, let's get back to him in a minute. Michael Smoove just released his new CD, which is called It's Over. You can see that on YouTube, and you can also see that on WillieOrbison.com.
Right.
So he's getting bigger and bigger and bigger every day, the connections he has. He went into the best studio in Orlando, and the same one that recorded Bob Carroll. And he come out with a phenomenal CD, and people should really look at it. It's available on, what's the name of it? Not GoDaddy. I keep thinking GoDaddy. But something Baby, CD Baby.
Okay.
It's available for 99 cents on CD Baby. And it's also available, I'm sure, on iTunes and the rest of them.
Oh, okay. That's very cool for people to know that.
Right.
Okay. Now, you know we're kicking off the Be Cool Stay in School, so I'll be calling you tomorrow when I get to Montebello High School to do our first school tour this year.
Right, And should I do a little bit of the Be Cool and Stay in School song for you right now before you go?
I was just looking at it, Jerry. I love it. I love it. I would love you to do that.
Okay, here we go. You've got to repeat with me because it's a repeat song, and anybody who's watching this video, you can start to learn it. Okay, we'll just do the chorus, but okay. Be cool.
All
right, ready? Here we go. Be cool. Your turn.
Be cool.
Be cool.
Wait, we're supposed to have the guitar.
No, we'll do that later, but we'll just do this so people know the words. Ready? Here we go. Be cool.
Okay, be cool.
Be cool.
Be cool.
Stay in school.
Stay in school.
Don't be a fool.
Don't be a fool.
Stay in school.
Stay in school.
When I get the guitar, we'll do the whole thing with some words and the whole thing, but that was so much fun. We did that in Haiti, Little Haiti, remember? The big festival down there?
You want me to send you clip right now and you can show it?
I can't show it right now, but we can show it. We have that video.
Okay.
And up on the stage there with all the, oh my God, all those big people from the Caribbean, or from Haiti. And how remember how John took us to a studio? And and he took my motor home and parked it at his house.
That was amazing.
Oh my God. People were really great to us, so I can't complain. And
Jason from Town TV Productions, you hooked me up with him. And I've got some amazing news for him today. I'm excited. I have to wait for him to give me a call back. But we would do shows four nights a week, and we get in at 4 in the morning and go to Denny's, remember?
Oh, yeah, and that's where we met Louise, and she started working with us?
That's right.
Remember Louise? Yeah.
How funny. Well, you know, Jerry, the thing is, what do you want to do now? What's your next step?
Right now, mainly, I want to write. I want to write stories. I want to write my books. I got a book called The Promoter I'm working on. I have a movie that I'm working on right now, which is called Daytona Rocks, and I'm also writing record reviews for the Buffalo paper here, which is called Nightlife Music Award, and also Frank's paper, which I do interviews once in a while for the bands, and it's called the Niagara Falls Reporter.
Oh, okay.
But we're going to have our own paper, our own newsletter.
That's right.
The Ralston Reese Report, which is kind of a takeoff on the Ralston Report. Oh, by the way, you know who contacted me the other day and put me on his Facebook?
Who?
Christopher Lee Halton.
Yes, our dear friend, photographer, the major rock stars.
Yeah? Remember how he used to come to your little yellow house?
Yep, I remember.
In Sanford? Oh,
That's
boy.
funny. You know, Jerry, a lot of people want to know with your background, if you have a bio or anything up on your site.
Oh my, yeah.
That,
if you go to www.artist, ARTIST, like Edward Card, CARD, .com,
okay.
/ Willie, WILLY, ORBISON.
Okay.
You'll hear my music, see my videos, and there's a bio on there about me, and also the events that I'm putting together and what's going to be going on. We'll put the Be Cool, Stay in School on there. Also, the little girl that we discovered in California, or in Mexico, Naomi Montaro. Naomi Montaro,
okay.
she's on there. And the newest girl I'm working with right now, and I just finally made a deal with her mom, which you and I are both going to co-manage her. Her name is Selena, Celina, Selena Valquez. She's just turned 8 years old. And if you go to my WillieOrbison.com, you'll see her doing Mercedes-Benz. I mean, what a song to do for an 8-year-old. But she's got the power. She's got the power. She's got the looks, everything. So we can now that we got the in with. Let's talk about the two kids right now, in the tour bus.
Oh, Brandon and Savannah.
Right.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it was an awesome interview. Mom and Dad are fabulous. We had such a great time. I'm putting some things together for them. And, since we're on the air, you can, say hello to them.
Hello, Brandon. Hello. What's the other one? Brandon.
Savannah.
And what? Savannah. Brandon and Savannah.
Right.
They're real. I saw them on YouTube. They're really great for young kids. She's like what? 13, and he's what?
15.
15. 13 and 15. Wow, you never believe this new talents. I noticed that even all the X Factor and all these other things like X Factor and the American Idol and all this, they are now they will not take anybody younger than 13. Did you see that?
I see that.
Yeah, so
very much so.
We can concentrate on promoting a lot of. Look at when we met Caitlin Taylor Love. She was only 13. Remember? And now she's like,
what she's been doing.
She's 18 years old now. She's being produced by some big people out in California. But her mom and dad were really behind her, so that was the whole thing. So it's really important, like we're talking about the Be Cool, Stay in School. The other thing is the parents have really got to get behind these acts. When they're growing up, when they're young, they have to give them some guidance. They have to give them some guidelines of what to do and who to be around and triggers that if things are not right to get away from it or whatever. But, we know that. So another one we missed was Our Little Miss, which you just told me that they're going to be doing their finals again pretty soon.
I just wrote Terry Schulte this morning, and we're going to chat very soon.
Okay. So
very cool.
You flew me out there to Arizona, and we partied at your house, and then we went to they put me up at the Biltmore Hotel, and we went to that big famous restaurant there. It was so good. You know what's the best part of that whole thing right there? My son got to come and see me and see who I was and hang out with me, and he brought his girlfriend, Jen, and now that's his wife. So that was really great when they came up into the backstage area of the pageant.
And a baby.
Right.
Oh yeah, and by the way, they're having a baby. We'll find out more about that. And they're in. He's an executive with Verizon now. He's with the Verizon network out there in Arizona.
Okay. Do you remember interviewing Larry King with us? And oh my gosh, there's this. Remember Kimberly at that time? She was one of my beauty queens, and what was his name? Zoe 101, Matthew.
Matthew. Yeah, the one when we were with Larry King.
Right.
The one when you were interviewing Larry King.
Right.
And then Larry King's wife was telling you about the not-for-profit agency that she had, and he's really promoting that big time now. You know that. When he was he was on Jay Leno, and he was promoting or Letterman, I forgot who it was, but he was telling all about his wife and how great she was at fundraising, for, I forgot, cancer or something, I forgot. So,
right, I got it.
Well, this is our first segment.
Yep.
I'll work on a nice intro commercial for us, so we can.
Okay.
You're listening to the Ralston Reese Report, and that type of thing. Also, get working. Let's design a logo for Ralston Reese Report. Something really, really beautiful. We can leave that out to somebody. We'll do it this way. They can create, if they want to, they can go ahead and they can create the Ralston Reese Report logo, but they won't get paid for doing it, but they'll get all the publicity of having it on our show and all that. But we should get some people who would be interested in that, I'm sure.
Sure, and then when we talk about, we'll start showing pictures, so what I can do is if you keep your computer up, I can send them to you, and then the people can see who we're talking about.
Right.
That had passed away and show that. I think that would be great.
Well, what's neat is that, remember when we were in the studio in what was it again?
PBR?
Yeah. Remember how we took the video or how we put we took the camera and put it on the video screen of the other computer. And we showed the video from that. We can do that too. That's not too hard to do.
Okay, let's do that. I'll get everything set up, and that would be wonderful. And I got to tell you, I have Nicholas Goldsmith at the Fort Myers Film Festival, interviewing celebrities for me right now, and he just posted some pictures up, so I just put that up on my Facebook.
Now, I wanted to say something. You went to comedy school. Were you the only comic that flunked out of school? Was that true?
No, I went to comedy school after my divorce. I said, forget therapy, I'm going to comedy school. So Pauline Shore's sister, Sandy, SandyShore.com, everyone check that out. I went on stage to talk about him, but it's funny, I never graduated. But it's helped me. I went to the improv. Maybe we both should go to comedy school and become comics, because they seem to make all the money, and they all end up to be the talk show at the end of the night. That's true, Jerry. It's really funny. A lot of people say, oh, Dawn, how do I remember your name? And I see Dawn Dishwashing Liquid, Reese's Peanut Butter Cups show, and they go, oh, okay. And so it's funny when they see me again, they go, I know that name. And I go, yeah, I'm a positive person. I like love and cheer and joy. All positive stuff in my house.
Well, my last name is Ralston, R-A-L-S-T-O-N, and Gerald Ralston, but I also sing under the name of Willie Orbison. But the thing is, I could always bring a box of cereal and show it, or a can of dog food or something with Ralston, so people would remember who I am. So we can use a Ralston and a Reese cup.
Right.
So, and there's so many great stories and videos which I ran into. I ran into the girl that when we were on WPBR, and we went to Party City, and how we hijacked her from her job and brought her to the studio.
Right.
But we got the Lays to take and do the Hawaiian night, and oh my God, it was just so much fun. There's so many people. We could go on for hours and hours and hours of all the things that people have noticed. Hip hop, rap, and the different people who we have experienced coming into the studio. Oh, the one thing, remember the girl that sang, and her father had that device you put on your car to take and save gasoline? Remember that?
Yeah, did that work?
Well, I put it on my motorhome, but the only problem was my motorhome engine wasn't really, really well, but now it's really fine-tuned and everything. So they're going to try.
Okay.
I want to get a hold of him with his technician and have him reinstall it on the motorhome. But
Oh, I gotcha.
so it might work. It might work and we'll know later. Well, I think we should
Great.
really put a sign off. It's been this is 40 minutes already. We did. So
Wow, very, very quick.
I'm sure we can get this all up on YouTube though. So I'm going to go ahead and download this and put it up on YouTube, and
And we'll do another one. We'll do another one with the three people we talked about and show pictures.
yeah, that'd be great. And I can do that with the other computer, so we can. But I think there's a way that with my other computer, I can actually address with the Google Plus. I can address that other computer and have it come up with the videos and stuff like that.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
And people, you've been listening to the Dawn Reese show, Dawn Reese, and I'm Jerry Ralston, and I'm the one that has Willie Orbison, Songwriters Lounge, and I also work with Norm Skalski with Polish Blood. And what you're going to be seeing now is on this will be the Ralston Reese report, and we'll try and do it like every day if we can. It depends. And don't forget, Peaches, co-produced by Peaches and Moochie Buffett. Okay, so we'll let them both get in there. So Dawn, thank you very much for your time. And if there's any more questions you've got, print them on dollar bills and send them to me.
Oh, I like that, Jerry. That's really cute. Very cute.
Okay.
All right.
Well, bye, folks.
Wait
Wait a minute. I got to do the pageant wave. Okay.
There you go.
I got it down pat, don't I? I've never been in a pageant though, so yeah. Okay. We'll talk to you later. Okay.
All right. Sounds good. Take care, Jerry. Bye bye. Talk to you tomorrow at the Be Cool Stay in School tour.
Be cool. Be cool. Stay in school.
There you go.
Be cool. Be cool. Don't be a fool. Stay in school.